The overgrown weeds and cracked soil beneath Vector's feet stretch all the way to the high walls surrounding the city in the distance. Using the watch-like operating device fixed on her wrist, Vector opens the area map. On the map, the red cursors representing her and Mekti are drawing closer together. Vector! Over here! The wind carries Mekti's holler. Vector studies her surroundings. Her attention is immediately drawn to a red telephone booth not far from her. She then catches sight of Mekti, who is bouncing up and down right next to the phone booth, waving her arms around. Her hair is frizzy and messy, like a bunch of weeds. Ahem, Vector the Brave, are you ready to set upon this adventure with me? I think I am. No, you're not. But that's alright. Mekti, the Great Prophet, will guide your way. Come, head inside. Mekti points at the red phone booth. What's this? You'll find out when you get in. Vector is ushered into the phone booth, which looks decidedly out of place with its surroundings. Then at Mekti's insistence, she picks up the receiver and puts it against her ear. After a soft click, a mechanical female voice comes from the other end of the line. Saving game, do not disconnect. Save, you are fully restored. Vector hangs up and exits the phone booth. She realizes her HP bar is full again. So, it's a save point. Save points are super important. You can only level up and restore to full health at save points. Whoa! How come you jumped 3 levels in an instant? Your level is now even higher than me, the Great Prophet. I killed several ELIDs on the way. So you get more XP from farming ELID mobs? That shouldn't be the case. Are you really Mekti? Of course I am. Why do you ask? Your energetic demeanor and genuine effort in problem solving are incongruent with my neural records. I told you as much. Gaming can boost enthusiasm. If you were this enthusiastic in real life, Kluke wouldn't have the sound of a bullet slicing through the air. Sniper, 11 o'clock. The two dolls dive to the side of the road. The next second, a bullet hole appears on the spot where they were just standing. Vector promptly draws her submachine gun and aims it at the source of the shot, but she freezes at the sight of their attacker. The doll standing on the slope not far away sports corkscrew twin tails that are most familiar to Vector. Number 90. Relax, that was just a greeting. But her attitude is utterly unfamiliar. Huh? Ruche? Why is she also in the game? That's not Ruche. What? Who are you? Ruina Crystallis lies just ahead. Crystallis? It is not a place meant for morons like you. I have seen too many who risk everything trying to make a fortune but ended up paying with their lives. Ruche, who bears the name tag number 90 above her head, continues her monologue as if she hasn't heard Vector's question at all. You're right. Ruche doesn't talk like Luke. What? You don't know about Ruina Crystallis? The technology of converting collapsed crystals into crystal energy has won the city world wide renown. Just how ignorant are you? Collapsed crystal? Crystal energy? Crystal energy has made Ruina Crystallis the most prosperous and affluent city in the world, and it is the best place for us crystal hunters to find jobs. Unfortunately, the largest arterial crystal pipe in there exploded, and the radiation release led to the creation of countless invaders. It was all because of the wanton destruction they caused that Ruina Crystallis is in this sorry state. Ruche's tone and gestures become increasingly impassioned. It's almost as if a spotlight is shining on her as she soliloquizes. But even as a set of ruins, the remaining collapsed crystals in Ruina Crystallis still attract countless fools who dream of getting rich overnight. If you are just headless flies driven by greed, I advise you to turn around and scram as fast as you can. Bitch! What the hell is she on about? Huh? You're not headless flies, you say? Then who on earth are you? After that, Ruche freezes like someone has pushed a pause button on her. She just stares at them unmovingly. 2 lines of text appear in front of her out of thin air. A. we are not Headless Flies. B, we are guardians who have come to save the city. I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. I'm getting dialogue choices. She seems to be automatically filtering what we say. These 2 lines are responses? Or maybe... What? Maybe we're in a cutscene, and these 2 lines are choices that will set us on a different plot branches? In that case, Ruche, no, this number 90 must be an NPC? NPC. Mekti, have you ever encountered this when you used your plugin previously? Nope, the plots were all really simple. It's either slaying a dragon to save a princess or collecting little bees as pets. Aha! Why don't we just ask Harpsy, the creator of the plugin? Harpsy, what's going on here? But the surveillance camera simply flutters around them, giving no response. Strange, the comms line disconnected? Huh? Then let's just randomly pick an answer. Mekti reads the 2 lines quickly. Let's not beat around the bush and just state our identity. We are guardians who have come to save this city. Wow, that sounded pretty badass. Ruche comes to life again after receiving a new input. Guardians? Could wikis like you actually be guardians? Ahem, since you are guardians, I have no reason to stop you, though I seriously question your ability to save Ruina Crystallis. How dare you question us? To prevent you from a humiliating death, I have some information to share with you. Invaders will regenerate infinitely in the radiation and can only be eradicated by using a secret weapon that can cleanse the radiation. The secret weapon is in a research institute in the northwest corner of Ruina Crystallis. I have guided many people there, but none have returned. If you are sure about this, follow this road and head north. There is a border terminal which is the only entrance to this sealed city. And here are some supplies for you. Now the game becomes Monster Hunter. Zone map, outskirts of Ruina Crystallis obtained. Wait. It's a system, boys. Zone map, outskirts of Ruina Crystallis obtained. Ammo times 36 obtained. Main story quest updated. Head to the Research Institute in Ruina Crystallis. As the mechanical female voice speaks again, the dolls feel a soft vibration on their wrists. Now go and complete your mission. Stop taking up space here. With that, Ruche freezes again. Almost at the same time, a frantic voice shrieks from the surveillance camera. TV, that was me! I would never call you a fool or a moron! Delete that from your neural logs. I actually find her assessment quite pertinent. TV? Don't worry, even I could tell that wasn't you. Get Harpsy on the line. Okay, but promise me you'll delete that. Harpsy, here you go. Harpsy's voice now speaks from the camera. Vector! Why did the comms line get disconnected just now? It did it. To enhance gaming immersion, voice input is automatically disabled when entering a cutscene. A cutscene? So that number 90 really is an NPC? Yes. The creative AI I implanted in the plugin can only write very simple things in the early stages. After a period of time, it will learn and upgrade itself by reading the subject's neural logs. Maybe this is why Mekti had never encountered any NPCs before. Reading the subject's neural logs. That's right. Due to a lack of R&D funding, some of the settings as well as the NPCs, models, and appearances are randomly extracted and recreated from dolls that have been taken part in past combat simulations and their neural logs. So that wasn't really Ruche, but merely a character with Ruche's appearance data. The personality is based entirely on the plot generated by the AI. A carbon copy in terms of physical appearance, but with a completely different personality? Oh boy. That's pretty interesting. I'm getting really excited about what's gonna happen. Does this Ruina Crystallis she mentioned exist in reality? No. The AI just grabbed some information about collapsed crystals and made up the rest. Perhaps to ease Vector's concern, Harpsy adds cautiously. Don't worry. It's all just for internal use. None of it is uploaded to the network. Our data is totally safe. Understood. Vector nods. I have no more questions. Let's go, Mekti. Now that we have the new map, we should continue to explore. Ho ho! You seem to be even more fired up than me, Vector. See? Gamification does work. Perhaps, but being more fired up than you isn't something that warrants much praise. Oh, this is a new scene. Following number 90's instructions, the two dolls entered the border terminal without much hassle. The deserted building appears spacious and empty. A gloom of the unknown lies beyond the turnstile. Wow! It looks like... Wait, it looks almost like a passage that leads to some kind of alternate dimension. Watch your step. What? Mekti dodges aside out of reflex. When she looks back, she realizes it's just the broken limb of an ELID. Huh. Now that I take a good look, the whole place is littered with ELID remains. I have a bad feeling about this. Once we go through this passage, we should be in the city. Vector peers at Mekti's health bar. By the way, I have been meaning to ask. What? What's that grayish white thing underneath our health bar? It goes down periodically. Oh, that's... All of a sudden, a piercing howl interrupts their conversation. Vector's eyes flash as she darts a glance behind her. Duck! Enemy attack! And... battle time. We are facing an unknown number of enemy units. Let's keep our distance for now. These footsteps. Sounds like there are quite a few enemies. Let's just try to handle them to the best of our abilities. Okay, I'll take this side. Okay, may I borrow someone else's Vector? Actually, does somebody actually have a Vector now? That's the real question. I feel like all of my friends are skipping. Yep, they all skip Vector. Okay. Wait. Whoa. The support is also ready? When you go to the deployment? I actually like that. Well, I don't have Vector, so might as well put in Kluke. Now, I'm just gonna pretend Vector is Kluke. Sorry, Kluke is Vector. Oh! New soundtrack! Yes! New soundtrack! Yes, dude! The mother-daughter combo, hell yeah. Yo, the music! The music! It's a new one! I need to download this. My friend pulled Vector. She's not bad, but I'm still not sure how to use her. She's great, but you need to bring other burn characters with her for you to actually maximize it. But yeah, she's great though. She's a great support for burn type characters. Burn! The last ELID is shot through the head and topples to the ground even while it's lunging forward. Standing in front of it is Vector, who didn't manage to raise her gun in time. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Out of topic. Borderlands 4 has new trailer. We will watch that later. Her finger remains still on the trigger. Phew. That was close. Are you okay? Vector straightens up. She curls her fingers and uncurls them again tentatively. I was unable to move due to some kind of force, but I seem to be okay now. Also, I'm heading to pass out. Tiring day today. No problem, Silent. Thank you for dropping by the way. Have a nice rest, by the way. Oh, that's because your stamina bar was down to 0. Stamina bar? You know the grayish white thing that you were just asking me about? Any big movement like jumping, rolling, etc. consumes stamina. If your stamina bar is empty, you won't be able to move and will have to wait for your stamina to recover. Ahem. To do that, Mekti the Prophet suggests you move and kite your enemies while recovering your stamina. Don't make any big movements unless you absolutely have to. I see. But how do you define big movements? Any movements other than walking. That doesn't seem very reasonable. Tut. What are you talking about? This is the wait. Oh, she was actually saying... What are you talking about? This is the essence of this kind of game. Stamina management is the key that sets noobs and pros apart. What is this, Dark Souls? You still have much to learn, UV Vector. But in reality, unless there is some kind of malfunction, dolls don't experience such interruptions to their power supply before the battery runs out. I cannot think of any real benefit this mechanism brings to actual combat in the real world. Well, Mekti seems to be devoting a lot of computational power to pondering this question. Her brow furrows deeply. It can reduce unnecessary maneuvers, conserve energy and power. See, at the end of the day, energy and power aren't infinite. I personally disagree, but I will note this down and let Klukai and the commander be the judge of that. We're having so much fun here. Why do you have to keep bringing up the bad ending that awaits me? As they converse, they step over the remains of the ELID and head towards the turnstile. Neither of them notices its almost imperceptible twitch.